Welcome back to Kickin' It with Auntie Leah. On today's mini episode of Hip Hop is a Graveyard, we will discuss the life, success, and tragic demise of the Atlanta rapper, T Hood. We will also review clips of Jaguar Wright's response to this tragic event. In the heart of Atlanta's hip hop scene, one voice stood out raw, unfiltered, and unapologetically unique. His name was Tevin Hood. But the world knew him as T Hood. From the quiet streets of Snellville to the buzzing clubs of the city, he built his movement one track at a time, fueled by grit, ambition, and a style all his own. But on August 8, 2025, that voice was silenced. At just 33 years old, T Hood's life was cut short in a tragic shooting. At his own home, a loss that shook Atlanta's rap community to its core. This is the story of his rise and the events that led to his untimely end.
Breaking this morning, the Gwinnett County Police Department is investigating a deadly shooting. It happened around 7 p.m. last night on Lee Road near Snellville. Police say they received a call about a domestic dispute in the area and a person shot. When they arrived, they found a man shot and took him to the hospital where he died. The motive of the shooting is being investigated, but police say there is no threat to the public.
On August 8, 2025, an ordinary night in Snellville turns devastating when rapper T Hood, real name Tevin Hood, is found fatally wounded inside his home. The Gwinnett County Police arrive at a domestic dispute call, only to be met with tragedy. Suddenly, whispers explode. Was the dispute with his girlfriend, Kelsey Frost, the daughter of Love and Hip Hop's Kirk and Rashida Frost? The rumors spiral, implicating her, while she, in the midst of grief, pushes back.
Too much to get into, so let's go. And I also want to put this little PSA before we start. All alleged. Everything is alleged until further notice, okay? Let's get into it. All right, so if you don't know who this young man behind me is, this is 33-year-old T Hood from Atlanta, Georgia. He is a well-known rapper that was unalived recently, okay? Now, I know a lot of y'all are like, okay, so what does T Hood have to do with the Frost family? Baby, let me tune you in, okay? All right, y'all, so this is Kelsey Frost, okay? Kelsey Frost is Kirk Frost's oldest daughter. He does not share this daughter with Rashida, okay? So Kelsey was T Hood's current girlfriend at the time of his unaliving, okay? So here is the story, okay? So allegedly, Kelsey and T Hood were getting into an argument, you know, a boyfriend and girlfriend argument that escalated to the point where Kelsey called her oldest brother, Kirk Frost Jr., okay? So she calls her brother and was like, yo, bro, I'm assuming, she's like, just pull up, confront this man or whatever. So he pulls up, okay, with every intention on putting T Hood in his place. But when he arrives on the scene and they get into it, T Hood ends up putting him in his place and whooping his, you know what I'm saying? Kirk Jr. wasn't having that. He didn't like that he got his ass beat when he was supposed to be the bigger brother that was putting belt to ass. You feel what I'm saying? So he went and got a firearm and unalived T Hood in retaliation from getting his ass whooped. So this is where Rashida and Kirk come in, okay? So after Kirk Jr. did what he did against T Hood, he left the scene, fled the scene, okay? The first person that he called was Kirk and Rashida. And guess who came to pick him up? Kirk and Rashida. And guess who helped him allegedly get rid of the evidence as far as the weapon and is now helping him be on the run? Kirk and Rashida, okay? Now, I know that a lot of y'all are like, lady, how do you know this? Where is this all coming from? So T Hood's sister has recently went to Instagram and basically put out there that he did this, okay? Kirk Jr. has done this act and that allegedly Kelsey is the one that set it up. So this is one of the stories that she has posted on her Instagram, but this one really stuck out to me. It says, find Kai Frost, justice for T Hood. We posting every day until justice is served for my brother. Now, I know that I continuously say Kirk Frost Jr. because she has later, since these posts have been posted, has came out and said it was the oldest brother. So the oldest brother of everybody in this family is Kirk Frost Jr., okay? So it's not Kai. Even though it says Kai, it's not Kai. It's the oldest brother, she claims. The next one says, and for the people in the comments and blogs, no arrests were made. That's why we're the voice for our brother. We will get justice for our brother by any means. If I gotta stay up 40 days and 40 nights, God knows I'm doing whatever to get justice for him. The killer is still roaming the streets, so every day, find Kai Frost, justice for T Hood until justice is served. Now again, I know that it says Kai Frost, but she has later stated that she meant the oldest brother. So the oldest brother is Kirk Frost Jr., okay? Since those posts have been made, Kelsey also has came out with a statement, and this is what she had to say.
But after an enormous amount of backlash, Kelsey responded, "The love of my life is gone. I am sick to my stomach. I don't even have time to grieve because I'm being attacked. I would never. I can't sit back and let the narrative being created go on. The love of my life is gone. The man I lay with and cuddle with every single night is no longer here. So as I want to ask for respect and privacy, I won't, because I will always defend my baby. I don't condone this shit in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I am sick to my stomach. I don't wish this on anyone," she wrote on Instagram stories about the total nightmare. "I don't even have time to grieve or say my respects in the right manner because I am defending myself, being attacked by people who are creating weird and sick rumors. I'm not good at talking, but would love to give insight and let the people who love him in to get understanding. But I have been told to be silent for now. So please, stop believing rumors because I'm completely heartbroken over losing my man." She also shared before he died. He was reportedly recovering from being shot 3 times, but they both kept that private. In the days following the tragic death of Atlanta rapper T Hood, tributes and reactions poured in from fans, friends, and fellow artists. Among those who spoke out was Jaguar Wright, known for her honesty and unfiltered opinions. On her YouTube channel, The Jaguar Wright Effect, she took to the camera in a live stream titled, "Oh, the shade on YouTube these days. Justice for the Headleys." In this segment, Jaguar shares her perspective not just on the loss of T Hood, but on the conversations and controversies surrounding it. Here's what she had to say.
I'll see you next time. For those who are commenting in the comments while we're live here because you're not members, I see you guys. But no, like seriously, it's really sad. But this whole situation that we got going on down in Atlanta now, I'm just trying to figure out, how do you have something like this that goes on where there is, pow firearms play in the house and people are getting pow in the back. See, that's the thing that I'm not understanding. A lot of people are talking about, well, they're saying this, and they're saying that, 444 on the lights, and they're saying this, and they're saying that. But if somebody got pow in the back, whoever was holding that gun was a coward. And whoever's back was turned, that took the fire, wasn't a threat. Not in that moment. Not in that moment. They were not a threat. So he got pow in the back in his own place. Something's very wrong. Something is very wrong. Hey, ACB. Something is very, very wrong. And meanwhile, people want to make me a villain, but there's some real villainous stuff that's going on. And once again, there's certain content creators that are talking about it now, certain content creators that are going through it. There are people's all over, T-Hood's sisters, social media. They're all over Kelsey's social media. I don't think Kurt and Rashid is saying anything. There's threats out on the street. Like, this is what the rap world has turned into. It's turned into a rat trap. Like, the rap game has turned into a rat trap. It is a rat race at best. And all of these people are on the verge of losing their lives. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If I were the devil and my job was to destroy as many human lives as I possibly can before people turn their lives over to God and realize that to God be the glory, and what they really want is salvation and not an expensive car. Hip hop would be my greatest achievement. If I were the devil right now, like I would be looking at rap and being like, yo, yeah, like a slot machine. It's ridiculous. And the simple fact that the Frost family is attached to it, like, and don't get me wrong, I ain't got no beef with Rashida. Rashida's beef partner is K Michelle. They've been beefing with each other for years, and whatever the case. Caught up in a hip hop horror story where somebody got out in the back and is now gone, and their family want answers and blood. And I can't say I'm mad. I can't say I'm mad at them. Let's see. There was a lot more raw emotions that I had when my son Giovanni passed. And ooh, it took years to not think some of the most terrible thoughts. It took years. Yeah, I think it's gonna be hard to get the truth out of that family because they all accustomed to lying. I do it. They all accustomed to lying. As many lies as that man has told, and as many lies as that family has been forced to cover up, as many times as he's asked his children to lie to their mother. And thank you, ACG. And RIP to this T Hud guy. Like, I don't know him. Rap has become a very dangerous game. The rap game has become a very dangerous thing. Hey, Tara. I mean, it's become a very dangerous thing because I guarantee you, they're not gonna be talking about his music. Everybody's just gonna be talking about the way he died, and because of the fame, and because he was well known, now his family has to relive that over, over again. Yeah. No, I mean, but this is what they did. They pumped a bunch of degenerates as role models to fit into society for whatever reason, and it's insane. It's insane. Thank you, ACG. And welcome to the family, Rachel. Welcome. No, I mean seriously, like it's crazy. All of the girls is filled up with caulking, saline, and all of the boys is filled up with lead. I'm just trying to figure out who asked Willie D to do that spin story. Because he was really, really, really lining this young man's life up. He ain't mentioned that. He wasn't trying to mention nothing about Kurt and Rashida. So I wonder if Kurt gave him a call. I wonder. Whatever it is, I'm grateful for my life. A lot of people think a lot of things about me. Welcome. Welcome, Lepin. Let me T Hood is his name. T Hood. Let's read it out. Let's read out the official report. Rapper T Hood reportedly pow and unalive at Gwinnett home. 33-year-old Tevin Hood gained notoriety for his song Percolating and Ready to Go.
All the lot burn out, need to get new tires. Bitch so bad that I fucked 2 times. Bitch tryna fuck too high, stop trying. Young real high, tryna fuck, stop playing. I'm on a perk right now, not James. Bitch pop one, that this hoe wanna dance. Walked in the party, now everybody saying.
It's time for the percolator. Yeah. It's time for the percolator. Hey. It's time for the percolator. Yeah. It's time for the percolator. Hey. It's time.
Hold on a second. I don't know why they're asking me. I'm not trying to buy no subscription to your. They doing too much. Yeah, they doing too much. I'll read another. They doing way too much. I'm just sitting here looking. You put in young Atlanta rappers who passed away. Hey, Michelle, welcome. We heard Young Suitor, named Tenant Perry, Rich Homie, Quan. Man, there's so many of them. I mean, when I said hip hop is a graveyard, I don't see how I could be wrong. It really is. It really is.
If you'd like to see the rest of Jaguar's full video, consider becoming a member of the Jaguar Wright Effect on YouTube, where she shares her unfiltered thoughts, live streams, and behind-the-scenes commentary. Now, let's get into the life story of T Hood. I've created what I call a songography, which is a mini biography told in song form, so please pay close attention to the words, because each lyric tells a part of his journey.
Yeah. In the ATL where the rap game ain't no joke. You gotta be different, son, or you'll end up broke. This dude T Hood was a one-of-a-kind sight, with a look so crazy and an energy so bright. He was building a movement, stacking fans up to the sky. But right before he blew up, at just 33, he had to die. August 8th, the cops got a call about a shot. They pulled up on the scene, and T Hood's what they got. He passed inside the hospital, his story took a turn. The cops got one in custody, a lesson to be learned. And now the whole city's asking with their voices raised, what happened to T Hood? Let's break down his final days.
Let's go! For the famous man, it's just a kid from the GA, trying to make his own lane in the city every day.
In our most competitive scene, you gotta have a sound that's new. So he cooked up his own genre for the whole world to view.
He called it freaky trap, a whole different kind of mix. High energy party music with street life for the kicks.
He started dropping bangers, pure adrenaline and heat. Songs like Percolator and Ready to Go took over every street. They wasn't just some tracks you play, they were anthems for the crowd. His plan was make you move your feet, and he screamed that mission loud. It worked, he got a big name. From the bottom he had climbed, cause he outworked every hater and gave him something real in his own time.
To stand out from the thousands, he had a master plan. He built a whole new brand, became the zombie man.
Rocking one long dread, that was his signature design. It wasn't just a hairstyle, it was a state of mind. The zombie on his covers, his social and his clips, took that spooky horror vibe and put it on his lips. It showed his crazy energy, you couldn't look away. A 500 IQ move, he knew how to win and play.
He built the world around his art, a universe he made. And just weeks before he died, a chilling move was played. A promo for grave diggers, a final ghostly scene in a cemetery as a phantom, the most most tragic thing you've seen.
His whole career was energy, a non-stop party track. On percolator, ready to go, he never held it back. Big booty on the speakers with a bass that's so insane. Simple hooks you could just scream, making you go insane. With ad-libs like a concert, you were part of the whole show. You didn't just hear the music, man, you felt the afterglow. It's sad cause D the 12, his producer and his friend, wrote on IG that his journey shouldn't have to end.
Said we was just on the phone all day, I can't believe you're gone. Rest in peace, T-Hood, I love you, brother, now he's gotta carry on.
It shows you where he was headed, on a straight line to the top. This dude was about to take it all, he was never gonna stop. Damn. Then August 8th, 2025, a tragic Friday night. 7 p.m. the call came in flashing red and blue lights. They found T-Hood inside the house, bleeding from a shot. They did all that they could do with everything they got. They rushed him to the hospital, but it was all too late. He was pronounced dead on arrival, sealed by a violent fate. The police launched an investigation, a homicide case now. Took one person from the scene, but won't say who or how.
His own mama hit the news to confirm that he was gone and shut down all the fake rumors, cause yeah, my son is gone.
Right now the case is open, the truth is still unknown, and his family and his fans are just waiting by the phone. T-Hood's story is a tragedy, a star that had to fall. If you want these real stories, then you better answer the call. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for all the news, and drop your favorite T-Hood memory. It's time to pay your dues. Let us know what's on your mind down in the comments, let it fly.
Rest in peace.
His death sent shockwave through the scene, the talent laid so low. Tributes poured in from the city for a man who stole the show. He wasn't just another rapper, he was a genius with a brand. Built it all up by himself with his own two hands. He proved you could be independent and still come out on top. One show, one song, one video, he was never gonna flop. Another awful tragedy, another rapper's life is lost. Another price of fame is paid, no matter what the cost. So crazy that December, with a post he looked ahead. I just wanna say 25 will be amazing is what he said. He thought it'd be his best year ever. The prophecy was cast, but now we're left with what if's, a future that's in the past. A story of creation with a devastating end. A one of one in the city of stars, more than a friend. And even though his life was short, his legacy remains. His insane music lives forever through all the hurt and pain. Rest in peace, T-Hood. I am sorry that hip-hop is a graveyard. Shout out to Jaguar, Wright and Set in the West, the originators of this series. Hip-hop is a graveyard.
Personally, in the real time, boom, yeah. Shot you fine, shot you Jaguar, let's do that. Let's go. Ain't something no bitch, y'all hoes around. Ooh, yeah. Let's go. Just like hold on to this shit, rush. We can all exact home I earn. I did it with loose track. This whole game that I focus 2 times. They try to focus 2 I got track. Yeah, real, that's right, first time player. I'm like one going down that ass. It's my one hit is help with the gas. Focus with one thing, everyone's playing. Down boy. He's very good.